How many Gs can the human body actually survive? Ask that question and you get two completely different answers, because everything depends on one word: how long. This video works through 3 real numbers, and the gap between them is the whole story. Start with the number a trained body can hold for seconds at a time, not an instant. Fighter pilots train against roughly 9 Gs, 9 times their own body weight, pressing blood out of the brain and down into the legs. That is why they wear pressurized G suits, inflatable bladders that squeeze the lower body and fight to keep blood where it is needed. Even with training and equipment, 9 Gs sustained is close to the edge of what a conscious human can manage. Take the suit away and the number collapses. An untrained person, no G suit, starts losing consciousness somewhere around 4 to 6 Gs. This is G-LOC, G-force induced loss of consciousness, and it happens because the heart simply cannot pump blood uphill against that kind of sustained force. The brain runs out of oxygen in seconds, and the pilot blacks out, sometimes with no warning at all. So, 9 Gs, trained, with equipment, sustained. 4 to 6 Gs, untrained, sustained. Those are the limits your circulatory system sets once the force lasts more than a second or two. Now the third number, and this is where sustained G-force and instant G-force turn out to be almost entirely different problems. On October 12, 2003, IndyCar driver Kenny Bräck crashed at Texas Motor Speedway at over 200 miles an hour. His car's onboard crash recording system measured a peak deceleration of 214 Gs. 214. That is roughly 24 times the sustained limit that blacks out a fighter pilot, and Bräck was conscious enough afterward to describe the impact. He broke his femur, his sternum, a lumbar vertebra, both ankles. He did not lose consciousness, and he survived. Guinness World Records lists it as the highest G-force a human has endured non-voluntarily. How is that possible? Because G-LOC is not caused by force. It is caused by force sustained long enough for your heart to fail to keep up. Bräck's 214 Gs lasted a fraction of a second, not long enough for blood to actually drain from his brain, even though it was, for that instant, more than 20 times what would black out a fighter pilot in level flight. This is the same shape this channel keeps finding. The danger was never really about the number on the dial. It is about how long that number holds. 9 Gs for 10 seconds can end a mission. 200 Gs for a tenth of a second can leave you with a broken leg and a story. There is an older data point that makes the same case from the opposite direction. In the 1950s, U.S. Air Force Colonel John Stapp rode rocket sleds at Holloman Air Force Base to measure exactly these limits on himself, deliberately, without a crash. His most extreme run decelerated at 46.2 Gs, sustained across roughly 1 second, not a spike. He survived, temporarily lost vision from burst blood vessels in his eyes, and kept doing it anyway. 46 Gs held for about a second was already at the edge of what a prepared, restrained, forward-facing human body could take on purpose. So the honest answer to how many Gs a human can survive is not one number. It is a curve. 9 Gs if you can hold it for a while. 46 Gs if it is over in about a second. 214 Gs if it is over in a fraction of that. No number here is invented. Where the real ceiling of that curve actually sits, the true instantaneous limit, nobody has measured, because nobody has designed the experiment to find it on purpose.